a second, guys. One second.
What up?
We've got to give a shout out to South Nashville Heating and Cooling.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Friend and supporter, show and proof. Also, the longest running sponsor of I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast.
Absolutely. Look, man, South Nashville Heating and Cooling, where quality and craftsmanship come together. They've been doing this since 1985. That's almost 40 years of service. Expert designs, quality installations, superior service.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something.
What's that?
Tell me.
I feel confident in the fact that South Nashville Heating and Cooling will keep me warm in the winter.
For sure.
It'll keep me cool in the summer.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, these middle months, you'll be comfortable even then.
Absolutely, dude.
Y'all know the deal, man. South Nashville Heating and Cooling. We love those guys. Y'all see the name. Y'all see the number. Tap in.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Always.
It's I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop, because trust us, we never do. All we do is work. Y'all know me.
Yeah.
That's right, R.I.P.
Whizzle fizzle.
Forever and always. Riding solo today, but man, I'm stoked to be sitting here with the person I'm with. Man, I've known this dude about 20 fucking years, and I've watched this guy take something from nothing and grow it to something that you all know as the SEA Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mr. Janiro himself.
Man, what's up? Appreciate you.
What's up, dog? Good to see you.
What's going on, man? Nice to see you too.
Long time.
Long time. Yeah, I'm glad we are finally able to sit down and chop it up. So,
Right? Yeah, man. Mr. Janiro works a lot. Like I said, founder, started all that SEA shit, man. How many years have you been doing that?
we're headed into our 22nd year. God. So we started.
So we're old as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, long story.
Right, dude? Jeez.
Yeah, myself, Infamous, you know, it's like.
Shout Infamous.
It's been a journey, man.
Yeah. But, dude, I've watched
beautiful.
it has, man. And I've watched it from the sidelines, Janiro. I met you early on, but I didn't, know you until, I don't know, probably 10 years ago, probably. And then we just always been acquaintances, always been homies.
Yeah.
Janero's always open, embraced me. He knew, he's always known we over here working. He's always saluted us from afar. Show and Prove's been up for a couple of SEAs in the past. We've been to a few shows.
Yeah.
I went to the first ever SEA.
Yeah, Gibson
Showcase.
Opry Mills.
Fun fact. That was the first time I met Lex Top Dollar.
Wow.
Facts. And now he's a great friend of mine.
Yeah, Top Dollar, man.
Yeah,
Woo.
they won Album of the Year there.
Yeah, they did. They did.
That's
man.
insane.
Yeah.
Golly. And Gibson Showcase, if you're unaware, that used to be at Opry Mills before Opry Mills was even Opry Mills. It was right when they announced that Opry Mills was coming, and Gibson was the first thing open.
Yeah, we were probably one of the last events in Gibson's, maybe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I can't, because they pulled out the guitar manufacturer out of there and moved it somewhere else.
Yeah, it's downtown, Cummins Station.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gibson
Yeah.
Garage.
Yep.
But man, it was a fire establishment back then. Even back then, that was a dope spot, bro.
Yeah. It was so nice. You go in there, sit down, have a show, dinner, everything. It was beautiful.
I can't remember the last SEA Awards I've been to. It's probably within the last 6 or 7.
I'm sure you're coming in a couple months.
Yeah. Probably catch us down there this year.
Yeah.
Shout out to SEAs. We're up for a few this year. But yeah, dude, it's been admirable to watch, bro, because I've watched you guys take something literally from Gibson Showcase back 20 fucking years ago.
Yeah,
Fast forward now.
2004, man.
Oh, wow. That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy. But the scale of it now, dude, multiple categories. I mean, how many categories y'all start out with?
It's crazy because when we started out, we had a set of categories specifically for Nashville, for Atlanta, and for Memphis. So we have.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we broke it. We broke it down for all 3 cities, and we probably had maybe a total of 70 plus categories.
Wow.
So we've fluctuated over the years between categories because things have change. We used to have a Comedian of the Year category.
Okay. And there wasn't a Podcast of the Year category.
Yeah, there wasn't a podcast, we had after hours categories, and you remember Faded.
Sure, absolutely. I remember Faded. Hell yeah, I do. Shout out Second Avenue.
Yeah. We had all these different categories, and just like any other platform, you have to shift and change and all of that. And I think right now we're probably at a solid 30 to 32
Sure.
categories.
Well, I mean, over the culture and like it's a wide range of things that you don't want to leave out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And some people are like, oh man, y'all should have an award for that. I'm sure there have been recommendations for new awards, or you see participants.
Someone asked us to bring a comedian back.
Why not?
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, cool. Let's run with it. It's as long as people are voting or nominating for it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's also like when you guys like narrow it down, or when you is it open ballot for the nominees? How's it work?
Yes, it is an open ballot for the nominees.
Yeah, and then y'all take X amount of nominees and put them per category.
Yes. So it's a nomination period. And
sure.
I got to gather my thoughts.
Trust me. Yeah, I get it. There's a lot to this.
People will rewind this and be like, well, you said.
Yeah.
So excuse me.
You're all good.
But we have a nomination period that starts annually in June, and it runs up until about September.
Okay.
So, and then after that, all the nominees per category are counted and received and validated and everything like that, because we got to sift out fake email addresses and people nominating themselves 10, 15 times and everything. So we use a third-party audit company for that to kind of certify the nominations.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Like that. Yeah, that's huge, and that was something that we didn't used to do.
Sure.
So after all that is said and done, then you have maybe 50 people nominated in one category. Let's say, for example, I'm just throwing a number out there. Well, all 50 may not make the ballot, although some people receive one nomination. Someone may have received 50 and another person 500. So we narrow it down to about the top 20 or 30 per category to have that even number to make the ballot
and then run
for
with
voting.
That. Yeah. And then the voting lasts a couple months.
Yeah, the person with the most votes wins.
Yeah. Pretty simple after that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see like the range you guys are covering now. I mean, it started with like it was always Southern Entertainment Awards, but like that what's the Southern? What's Southern at this point? Like that's a broad perspective when you really bring shit in. When you try to talk about it, the arguments occur. You know what I'm saying? Like But dude, you've had fucking nominees, and I'm sure people nominated from all over the fucking place.
Yeah, we've had people from Vegas, from Washington State come down, from Wisconsin, Minnesota, and all that, like really support. And when you think about our event and the ballot and the process and everything like that, it's really people making noise in the South.
Sure. So you can be from wherever.
Yeah.
Music. If the music reaches, it reaches.
If it reaches, it reaches. You can have fans out there. And, like I look at artists like, let's say, a Primo Rice or Larry June, for example. Couple years ago, they weren't making noise in the South.
Yeah.
But right now, they're doing shows in the South.
Right.
And, it's real interesting how different areas of the country gravitate towards something at any given moment.
Yeah.
But our event was created with the DJ in mind and all the things that they touch, in addition to the fact that there was no platform recognizing or acknowledging the South specifically.
Yeah.
Nothing existed.
It was a genius idea. No argument there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we were sitting at the record store one day, Platinum Bound Records.
Shout out Platinum Bound Records.
Yeah.
Damn.
And we were looking at all the music that was in there from all the independent artists, just in the city and surrounding
What year was
areas.
this? That would be 04, 05?
That'd probably be
03.
2003.
Okay.
Yeah, 2003.
I was working at House of Hits at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how old school I am.
Yeah. And we were sitting around, we had music from Paper, Stat,
Shot Paper, Shot Stat, Shot Quantity.
Jelly Roll come through, dropping off. Like, we had so much music, All-Star, and when they dropped, it sold out.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had mixtapes from Drama, from Who Kid,
Man.
from DJ Smalls, and we were dealing with these DJs on a one-on-one.
Absolutely.
And there was nothing out there to highlight their accomplishments.
Yeah, their grind.
People,
I get it.
So that's how the SEAs was birthed.
Wow. And that was just you and Infamous from the jump?
Shout out Infamous too, man. But Janiro, he's got him a little background in DJing and shit. Didn't you use spin records?
Yeah, I actually still DJ.
Talk your shit. Hell yeah.
I got back into it
Dope.
some years ago, and yeah.
I didn't know that. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
You just spin at the clubs and shit, or just spots wherever you can, events, weddings.
I'm selective.
Yeah.
At where I DJ, because I want to DJ somewhere to where, again, older in age. I'm not trying to be out till 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
I get it.
Private events, weddings, like you want a different brunch vibe.
Yeah.
You can hit me up. So
okay.
So I'm DJing locally.
Okay,
as
fire.
well. When EG and Mac was open,
All right.
I was DJing over there myself. Infamous. We were there every Sunday
I don't know this.
for almost 2 years.
Guys, Quince don't get out enough. Fuck.
And we were the house DJs for brunch, and I'm over at Supper Club on Belcourt now. So
Okay.
shout out to Rob, Crisis,
Absolutely.
Joe,
Okay.
the whole team and everything. So yeah.
Shout out Crisis, man. I know that guy. I know all those guys. Yeah, I had
been
no
a
fucking
long
clue.
time,
Yeah, I didn't know. I knew you had a history of it. I've seen it in the past.
I love music.
Of course, you have to be in your position and do what you do. But the SEA Awards, that's a full-time grind for you, right?
Aside
you
from
work?
corporate America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I work full-time too.
Yeah. Yep,
Sucks.
Yeah. I mean, but to be able to have a job that allows you to see your passion through
Yeah.
is also important. It's very refreshing.
It'd have to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to them guys. I don't know what you do professionally or where you work, but shout out to them guys because, like, when it comes to, I mean, you're a important fucking guy when it comes to that shit. There's a lot to this.
I don't even, there are times I don't even feel like that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We just love what we do.
Yeah.
And we're passionate about it. We want to help other people. I'm also a music supervisor for
Yeah.
a film company. So, I have the ability and the resources to help artists
Yeah.
beyond a nomination, beyond a trophy. And I really get joy in helping people out.
Yeah. Say I got them there. I put them in that position type shit. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That's fire though. I didn't know about the movie, for the movies and shit.
Yeah. I've done about 6 to 7 films.
Okay.
Over the past 2-3 years.
And you would, and in your position filming it, you would like track down Placements or something?
So I work specifically for an independent film company,
Okay.
Onyx Theory Arts out of Atlanta. Shout out Nina Stacks.
Okay.
And she sends the script or will say, hey, I have a film. This is the idea. This is the synopsis. I need music for it. And then I go out there and put the feelers out and start getting music in. I listen to it, see what may fit. So I'm kind of like the filter for it.
Yeah.
And then, hey, Nina, here's 15 songs.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know about this.
Yep.
So like in that process, you would have like, you get a script from the company. They'd need X amount of spots for X amount theme type music. And then you yourself would look upon artists you've either heard of or is prospected on your own.
Yep.
Fire. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, thank you.
Huh.
You.
I had no idea.
I love movies. I love music. And it's like the perfect marriage of those two things.
Wow, I wish Chad was here. Chad's a huge movie fucking guru of a guy. Like he has thousands of fucking movies. He could tell you actors and recite lines and all this crazy shit. But yeah, he's fucking bummed he wasn't here today too. He told me to tell you what's up.
Tell him what's up. What's up, Chad? One thing I do miss, and the reason why I got into it, I miss the classic soundtracks
Okay,
and music and film.
sure.
And a lot of independent artists, a lot of them are maybe centralized on getting their music on the radio or having it played in the club.
Yep.
But there's royalties and
there's bags over there on film. Sure is, man.
And it's exposure. If you spent the time, energy, and effort recording a song,
Yeah.
why not get the most out of that record?
Facts. And maybe throw a little residual income on top of it.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
A little extra per quarter.
Yeah, per quarter. Yeah, residual checks that's the best word in the English dictionary. Residual. Write that down. Facts, bro. That's the best kind of money. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, placements are like to your point. It takes an artist like a few, almost a career before they realize that there's revenue over there, and it's all about who you know to get your music in front of these people. Like Janiro's saying, you're with an independent film company, but Just to be real, you announcing that on this show, that's what you do full time. Don't be alarmed if people just start flooding Janiro Hawkins' fucking email. Jesus.
I don't care. I need music. And I also know that a lot of music supervisors are more of a recluse. So they're not that accessible.
Yeah.
And I wanted to shift that.
Okay.
And be a more accessible music supervisor.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a process. You know, I don't charge for you to send me music because I need music.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a catalog of music. The only thing that I would challenge artists to do is stay on top of your emails and your phone number.
Sure.
And your phone.
Yeah.
You know, because I could reach out to you a year from now. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, be ready.
Wow. Yeah, that's super interesting. From an independent, could that be something you do after your career with where you're at?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where my wheels are turning.
Yes.
Like being that guy that would just do it like for all the fucking.
Yeah, there are full-time music supervisors. It does take some time to get there. I've reached out to a couple different music supervisors because I am looking for a mentor.
Sure.
In that regards. But for right now, I'm just going to try and do it.
Yeah.
The best way I can. And the music for the films that we have done have great feedback.
Dope. Yeah, that's super dope. You know, you think you know a guy, and then I didn't know that's what you did. I really didn't. That's interesting as fuck. I mean, somebody's got to have those type roles. We talk about a dope job to where you get to do something you love, but at the same time, you're fishing for fucking talent. Yeah. Realistically, like, you know what I mean, and being yourself, you know a shitload already.
And that was my conversation with Nina was, hey Nina, I'm already in touch with artists.
Yeah.
So let's try and make this work.
Yeah. From
I wanted to take something off of her plate.
Yeah. And the SEAs, I mean, y'all touch, 33% of the nation on a map. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's geography. That's huge. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wow. No wonder. Like I said, you think you know somebody. That's fire, though, man. So how long you been doing that?
Couple years.
Yeah.
Couple years.
So it's still kind of new?
Yeah, it's still new. We dropped 2 films around the holiday
fire.
season. So 12 Days of Christmas and Southside Hero.
Fire. So the independent films like Amazon and that type shit.
Amazon, Tubi, Hulu.
Dope.
They're there.
Yeah, that's interesting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'd love to know how to submit some shit to you. I know the guys would. I'd submit all kinds of shit to you.
Yeah.
We make a lot of music over here. We make grown folk. We're grown over here too, man.
I get that for you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck, though, man.
The info and everything to upload and drop some music in.
When was the most recent one you had some stuff in?
Most recent was 12 Days and Southside Hero. Yeah. And one thing that I've always tried to do was incorporate an artist from the state into those films.
From the state, meaning like where it was filmed or where?
Tennessee.
Oh, okay. From here. Okay. Yeah. Dope.
Here, yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. Because, like Nashville guy right here.
Right.
Special place in my heart and everything. So I want to try and help out as many people in the area as possible.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck, man. Had no idea.
Yeah.
So when you got anything in the works as of right now, or was getting that one off the plate kind of like now we focus on the awards for a minute?
Working on a TV series.
Okay.
So I definitely need music from women.
Okay.
For that TV series. And it's not specific to rap. It's not specific to R&B. I need
female artists.
I need music.
Gotcha.
Pop, rock, country, you name it. So
that's interesting, dude. I mean, I can send so many people your way, bro. Like, yeah, you let me know. Like,
let's
whenever you fucking have like I don't know, say a certain type of vibe you're looking for, and you can't find it. Yeah. Shit, ask your boy.
I'm looking for music 24/7.
Yeah, not that I'll provide the music, but I know, like in this case scenario, I know a few chicks that would be anxious to hear what you just said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's do it. And I try to like really go out and have those conversations at different events with artists and everything, because what I've realized is that a lot of the independent artists, they don't understand that space.
Yeah. Tons. I'm telling you, like I said it earlier, like when we first started talking about this, it takes it takes a developed artist to really open their eyes to those type lanes of revenue. You know what I'm saying? Like, because initially you just want to pop, you just want to record, you just want to make music, drop tapes, drop singles.
Yeah, and there's music
do
everywhere.
shows.
You go in the grocery store buying these expensive ass eggs. Bam, there's music playing.
You hearing something?
You know,
Pumping gas at the pump. All that. I mean, it's everywhere. It really is.
You know, and there's a music supervisor in those lanes or with those companies that are sourcing and licensing the music. So
there's big bags over at Walmart Radio.
There is, man, and you know, like
you hear Jelly on fucking Walmart Radio now.
Yeah, it's crazy, and they pay up front.
That's insane. Didn't know that.
If it's a good enough record, many places will pay outright to have the license,
just to have it in the catalog.
Yes,
yeah,
and not use it for a couple of years, and then a lot of what a lot of people may not know is that if depending on the contract, so again, it's all paperwork.
Sure,
but you may get paid right then and there, but you can still use that song anywhere else. You can still license it somewhere else. So you can get 2, 3, 4. And if they want exclusive rights, then of course that's a little, they're going to pay more.
Of course. Especially from like established artists and that type
Sometimes
shit.
Sometimes you are what you negotiate.
Woo! Man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's eye-opening, just that part of the conversation. Damn. Yeah, getting exclusive rights, though, I could see that bag getting, especially for like a major artist.
Yeah. I mean, just imagine, you mentioned Jelly Roll. I think every time, is it ESPN or something? Every time.
They play that college shit.
Yeah. Like his song is on there.
Yeah.
And it's just 10 seconds of it.
Same for WWE.
Yeah.
He's got a theme song with them.
And it's only a couple seconds.
That's insane, bro. That's wild as fuck.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember I was at the SEAs when Flip showed up.
Yeah.
And Jelly was there.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah, that was a heated little deal.
Tunica.
Yeah.
That was Tunica.
That was Tunica.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot it was Tunica.
Yeah, Pac-Man was there.
Shot Pac-Man Jones.
Yeah, Jelly Roll.
Jelly.
Ooh, man.
That's a different Jelly Roll, though. I don't know if they're aware of that one.
Hey, but one thing I'll say is Jelly Roll has always had it in him.
Yeah.
The passion, the hunger, the talent.
Yeah.
And that's all we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
It's all of that talent that's in him coming out.
Yeah, I think you nailed that. That's interesting to hear your perspective of it, too, being as from your position for the past 2 decades and seeing his progression as an artist. Like, cause that's kind of how I say it, and I've known him personally for a long time. Always hungry, but I always say it like we always knew he was going to be something. Mm-hmm. We just didn't know what he was going to be, but we knew it was going to be about music, and we knew it was going to be big.
Exactly.
And, now he's one of the biggest artists in the world. But
I go back listen to some of those old Jelly Roll freestyles that I still have.
Yeah.
Man.
He's a different dude, man. Different kind of animal.
Beastin'.
Yeah, beast mode shit.
Yeah, man.
Hope we get another rap album from the big guy. That'd be great.
I think we might.
Too. But we'll see.
Yeah.
So with the SEAs, when we May
18th.
Oh shit, it's right around the corner.
May 18th, City Winery, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Man, we got a trip to the A.
This will be our second year there.
Okay.
For the longest, we didn't do the SEAs in Atlanta, and people were asking, "Why don't y'all come to Atlanta? Why don't y'all?" And I believe it was we had to mature.
Okay. You think that's okay? That's a reasonable answer.
We had to be ready to go to Atlanta.
Yeah. Atlanta is kind of a step up when you talk this hip hop shit. I mean, they've been like the flagship city in this region for so long. And no matter where you're from or how buzzed you think your city is, it ain't Atlanta. Atlanta always comes first.
It's a mecca.
Yeah, I get that.
And you got to be ready to go down there.
Facts.
And play with the big boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But yeah, that has always been kind of like part of it. Like you gotta get to the A.
Yeah.
That would always be like a thing. Especially like early 2000s, that was like the blueprint because Atlanta was popping.
Yeah.
Like they were, that was when it all kind of started.
People were like, why y'all in Tunica? Like, what is Tunica? People, I think a lot of people did not know that have been to the SEAs. I don't think people knew what Tunica was until we did something out there. They knew about some casinos and everything.
But other than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, we had people coming from, like, one year, Texas was deep in Tunica. Like, heavy, tuck.
Yeah.
Spark Dog, like
Yeah.
all of them came, and it was in an arena. You know, like the place was massive.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just been beautiful. But one thing I know we did in Tunica was we boosted their economy out there.
Okay. Yeah.
And, you know, it definitely was appreciated.
Yeah. And that's that's a pitch for yourself proposing now, like going to Atlanta for the past 2 years. Like you couldn't go to Atlanta and be like, look what we've done for X amount and, you know, put on for this many people and provided this much more revenue for the city. Like when we do our thing, we are bringing in revenue for your city. Like that's an big boy argument like that. You can't just, you know, that's not walking into the venue and promising you can sell 200 tickets. Like this is a different type deal.
We had to have the data.
Yeah.
You know, and the consistency.
Yeah.
Is there. And I think, you know, a lot of times consistency will override a check.
I hope so. That's real as fuck, bro. I hope so. Because, man. But no, I totally agree. I think, you know, the longevity of things, especially when you do things out of passion. And you know, the whole SEA Awards thing, you said it yourself, man. It shit kind of started from a passion that developed from, you know, something that wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we saw a void.
You saw a void. And to capitalize on it, sorry if I cut you off.
No, go ahead.
To capitalize off of it from my perspective and to be, because Janiro to me and Infamous too, shout out to Infamous, but you two have been the forefront, like founding fathers of an award show that has existed for 27 consecutive years or seasons, or I guess, no, it's like 22, right?
22.
Yeah,
22.
But there's been 27 award banquets, correct? 26. Am I off?
We're headed to our 22nd.
Okay, 22nd. So this is 22, 22, one a year.
But still,
gotcha, my bad.
You know, 2 decades.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And like I said, like
You
you
don't
said,
hear about
the
that.
consistency alone, this is not a one and done, bro. Since I grew up here, and I can name at least 3 other ones that tried to do this.
It's not easy.
It was never the same caliber. It never amounted like, and SEA Awards arguably is probably the most recognizable independent hip hop award, or I don't want to say hip hop at this point, but independent award you could receive in this region. It really is.
Yeah, we're one of the longest running award ceremonies in the country.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
And it has definitely been a journey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way things are promoted in 2025 are not the same as they were in 2005.
Man, are they ever?
You know, but we're just trying to do our best.
Yeah,
each and every day, and we want a platform for people out there who are doing the same.
Sure.
You know, and a lot of times people be like, "Oh, we didn't win. We were not nominated." What I will say to all of those conversations is, we have shown you that we will be back the next year. If you're not nominated or won this past year or the year before that, try again.
Right.
We're here, and we are here for you. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah. Any artist that ever made the ballot though, and made the nominee list and all that shit, if you made that much and you didn't win, it's just a testament to the progression you're making. It means that an established fucking record label has recognized you. Someone has seen you, nominated you on a ballot, you made the fucking actual nominee list, and they are recognizing you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you don't win, you know, that sounds like just,
Your name is still,
yeah, you're still fucking there.
Yeah.
Not everybody's there.
yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's just some crybaby shit. But
It's all right. I mean, you know, I think over the years, participation trophies grew
yeah,
greater and greater. And there is a testament into what we do. And I was looking at winners of our first and second years, and just to see where some of those people are now, you know, like when I look at, you know, All-Star, you know, and his transformation, when I look at DJ Drama and what he's doing now, and when I look at, you know, even like Gucci and, you know, Lex, Top Dollar, you know, Lex Luger,
Sure.
the producer, and,
Yeah.
you know, Drummer Boy, and, you know, I mean, that list goes on.
yeah,
and
it's a long list, man.
it's, and I can't remember them all, but I look at even Yo Gotti right now. I think I saw something about the value of CMG is over $4 billion.
Wow.
And Yo Gotti attended the very first Southern Entertainment
Facts.
Awards.
I remember. I was there with a little Les, and Les was plugged in with Gotti. But Gotti was bringing tapes to House of Hits because it's like you said, it's like Platinum Bound. Like, artists would come to the city and drop their tapes off on consignment. Literally, because that was the move. But
And
that
if
was
they
how,
were selling enough, we were buying them up front.
fuck yeah. But the consumers were anxious like we are every Friday on new releases for iTunes. Like, it was the same shit, but if you knew the spot, you could get the new release on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
The tape didn't drop till Friday. So, but if
Those
you knew,
Cash Money No Limit days.
bro, what you said. But the tapes were on demand. Like, everything physical was on demand, bro, and that, or like in demand rather. It's where
Yeah,
anticipated.
shout out to Les, man. You brought up Lil Les.
Bro, I finally got him over here. He was literally here like maybe 15 episodes ago.
Man,
Shout out Lil Les.
His tapes.
Yeah, he got a new one right now. I got to send you a link.
Yeah,
he got a new tape.
Les, LJ,
All of them, bro. Yeah. But that's I'm rooted with them guys, bro. They're responsible for me.
Days, man.
Yeah, those were good days.
Yeah. Nashville was different. And, I'm proud of where Nashville is now, too.
Okay.
And the youth or the younger artists. They're youth to me. I know y'all are adults, so, don't get me on this
right.
one. But the younger generation of talent and artists that are coming up in the city, they're a force.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
About what do you look forward to this year for SEAs that may be different from the past? Anything different, or is it just like the growth, the respect level, the second year in the A? What is it about this year you're excited about?
One thing I'm always excited about is, I'll say two things. One, seeing people come for the first time.
Okay.
Because their eyes are open. It's kind of like we pop their cherry.
Sure.
The second thing I'm excited to see are people returning, people coming back, whether nominated or not. People are coming back. And that means they really enjoyed themselves, the camaraderie, the family. Like it's almost like coming to a family reunion. So I enjoyed that energy that is in the room right there, and people just celebrating one another. It's not just about the individual, it's about the whole.
Yeah.
And I love that. Atlanta's a great city. I used to live there many, many years ago.
Oh, okay.
Before the SEAs. And, for me, it's kind of like, man, I get to do this in a home that I was at.
Yeah, not somewhere that's just totally unfamiliar. Like, I get it. You got some roots there.
Yeah. Two of my best friends are there. My cousin lives there. I got fam there.
And plus, but to your point, when you started it, not that it's not now, but it was already stamped. Like, it was the Mecca, like you said. You know what I mean? Like, it was, the A was where it's at, man. Yeah. So to take something back then and take it all the way up to now you're in the A, and putting on the same presentation, but to the much larger scale, Bubba. Like, it's insane, bro. It really is.
It's beautiful. And I really enjoy that 2 decades later, we are still able to present this to the general public for consumption, because nowadays everything is critiqued and criticized so much.
Yeah.
And it can be done so easily.
Yeah.
But the level of respect that we have earned.
Facts.
Matters.
Yeah, it really. The most eye-opening thing you've said to me thus far since we've been sitting down is when you said like how much revenue you bring to the city that weekend. And when I really think about that line for a minute, bro, if you got fucking 30 categories and 20 to 30 nominees on this final ballot, at least 10 of them motherfuckers are going to show per category to this event, book a room, they homies going to want to come. All this stuff starts adding up. They all got to eat. They all want to shop while they in the city. Like,
when you think about Tunica, let's say, for example, and I'm doing quick numbers.
Sure.
Quick. Let's say we're there for a weekend, Thursday through Sunday, or Thursday through Monday. So that's Thursday night, that's Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, maybe. So the average guest will be in a room for 3 nights.
Yeah.
150 rooms booked.
Yeah.
So that's 450 room nights. Multiply that 450
by the rate. We'll just say the rate.
By $100.
Okay. Yeah, we winning.
You know, so that's 45 grand brought there just in hotel.
Yeah, just lodging. Yeah.
Now, what if all of those guests spend $50 a day in food?
Yeah.
Now, take that and then say, well, what if each guest gambles $250 a day?
Yeah. Tunica does have the gambling part. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And, you know, so that's huge. And I'm not saying we generate $1 million or anything like that.
Of course not. I get it.
But we are helping keep people employed.
Sure.
Or boost their numbers for the weekend, because we were, you know, when we first started, our event was in January. We was going out to the casino in January.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, and when we were in Biloxi, kind of, you know, the same thing. You know, and Biloxi is beautiful. We were at the IP Casino, and it's a great casino.
Yeah.
Had a rooftop pool.
Facts.
That's something we didn't have in Tunica.
Right.
You know, but, you know, like, we want people to feel that they are kind of getting a vacation.
Sure.
A celebration and a reunion all at the same time.
Yeah. And a hell of a networking event. Jesus.
Yeah, the networking opportunities. I mean, nominated or not, if you come and network and work the room, something positive will happen to your career.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
I've seen it too many times.
Yeah. It'd be interesting because I haven't been to an SEA Awards in over 5. I know it's been at least 5 years since I've attended.
Oh, everybody's wearing suits and dresses,
exactly.
tuxedos now, and
oh,
everything.
bro, y'all don't want me to show up in a suit.
We were so casual back in the day.
Oh, dude, I know that for a fact. I think I had one of these on probably when last one I went to. So I wear these motherfuckers. I got so many of these, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But shit, man, I'll put a fucking suit on. I look good in a suit.
Yeah, and you know, it's a blessing.
Yeah, it really
That's
is,
all I'm
man.
gonna say.
Yeah, I'm fucking proud of you, dude. It's been
Thank you.
it's been exciting to watch, bro. And like I said, just over the years, I've got numerous opportunities to bump into you and get affiliated with you enough to where it's love every time I see you, dog. But to fast forward now to 20, and you know, in real time, fun fact, I ran into Janiro last week. What was it? The Six Fest, Six Square Fest.
Yeah, shout out Six Square.
Shout out Six Square Academy, Jay Lawrence. Y'all know we rock with that guy heavy. But I saw shit going on the internet, and I'm just going to be transparent. I hope this don't get you in trouble.
No.
But I saw shit going around the internet. They had the hottest podcast in the fucking city were there that night. We were not there. We were invited and supposed to be there, but we had booking issues to where we weren't there at that time. But I still saw shit online that made me had to get my ass down there and say, now you can say you got the hottest podcast in the building. And I did that shit too, admittedly. Maybe it was fucking foul.
Sometimes you got.
I got to talk my shit, bro. I've been doing this long enough. I'm allowed to talk shit now.
You know, when you earn your place,
Yeah.
you can speak with confidence and authority. You know, and it was a pleasure seeing you.
Yeah, it was great to see you too, man.
Yeah.
But it was great to put my face in there because we had to back out of the Six Square event last minute.
Had we not saw each other that night, today wouldn't be happening.
It would not. Yeah, that's what I was getting to. But I ran into a bunch of people that night that didn't expect to see me. This guy was one of them. But the moment I fucking seen him, he embraced me. We dap it up. We salute each other. And I said, bro, you have got to come see me, Janiro. Like, we have got to sit down and talk. And fast forward like 3 or 4 days later, and he's here. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Man, that's how it should be, though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I mean, again, to our earlier conversations, there's enough out here for everyone.
Facts.
We can all support one another. You know, I'm not saying support the BS or anything like that.
Sure, of course not.
But good spirits know good spirits.
Yeah, big facts. That's well said, my friend.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I took solely, not just based off our conversation, but that's one of the main reasons I'm glad I stuck my face in the place that night. Just to represent, show and prove, I got some shit to say, make my rounds around the room, dap up 100 people. But it did give me an opportunity to run into you and to get you here this evening. And that meant the world to me. I was on
my way out.
You really were. Facts.
We almost missed each other.
Man, I'm glad we didn't, though.
Divine intervention.
Yeah. It's exactly what I needed, though, bro, because I wanted to see you, especially with us being up for awards again this year,
Yeah.
which is fucking great.
Congrats.
Thank you, man. But thank you for continuing to have a fucking dope award show that you've been able to carry for 20 plus years.
Yeah, and we've thought sometimes it's because, kind of like, all right, where do we end this? Or when do we end it? And if we end it, what happens after?
Yeah, keep going. I want to know those thoughts. What do y'all come to when you get that? When you start talking like that?
And we just, we can't stop.
Got to keep going.
But what I will say is our time, as far as Infamous and myself, is shifting.
Sure.
And there needs to be someone for us to pass the torch to that has the love inside of them and isn't like, oh, this is a quick money grab.
Sure.
When you do things with the money at the forefront, it won't last. It won't, because there's no money in this.
Yeah.
You gotta do it with your heart. You gotta be humble. You have to give. You have to love. You have to be passionate. So we're 2 decades in, and I would love to see someone take it 3 more decades from now.
Yeah, 25. Any candidates in mind yet? Not that you have to openly say a name or anything. I'm just saying, anybody.
It's just going to happen organically.
Yeah, I can see that.
I believe in that. Someone is going to attend and say, man, I really would love to help. Or someone's, going to see this podcast and
how
say,
can I get involved?
I've had this on my heart. Let me reach out to Janiro and Infamous. And, it's going to happen. But, and it's out of the 1, 2, 3, 4 people or 10, 20 plus people that will reach out after they see this, especially, it's not going to be an overnight thing.
Right.
Yeah. But there will be a process. We have to really make sure the intentions are there. I might ask you to come to church with me.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah. So
that's interesting, though. I mean, you got to know somebody's character. This is something you've built for 20 plus years, bro. You and Infamous, and it's not something that you just want to hand the keys over to somebody. Exactly. It's like selling your favorite truck. You know what I mean? You don't. If you know it's time to sell it, you ain't even got room for it. Fucking wife bitches about it. It's a gas guzzler, but you just don't want to hand the keys over to some fucking idiot. You know what I mean?
I feel that there's still more.
Yeah, there's definitely more. Yeah. There's always more.
Yep.
But I sky's the limit, bro. I mean, obviously, based off the way it started, man, and just the rocky roads that you've probably encountered doing this for 20 years, I'm sure there's been so many fucking rugs yanked out from under you, just failed sponsorships or just fucking buzzing, beating fucking appearances and shit. Like, there's so much. I've seen it, dude.
I tell you about failed sponsorships and all, because at the end of the day, like, being of high integrity, being a man of our word, if you say you're going to put the show on, it show got to happen.
Yeah.
And you can't invite people to another city or state and then be like,
canceled.
It's canceled.
Yeah.
We know you're already here.
Yeah.
But it's canceled. I see what happens when people travel for these concerts and they're canceled the same day.
Yeah.
People are heated.
Yeah.
And now there's more avenues for them to express themselves on that too. Crazy story. That almost happened to us one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 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 Actually almost happened to us in Tunica.
Damn. Okay. So Tunica was back. That's back.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, to anyone that does an event, I'm going to give you one word that you need to know and understand. The word is attrition.
Attrition. Okay. Definition of attrition. Go.
So when it comes to hotel rooms and everything, and you're booking a block.
Yeah.
If the word attrition is in the contract, that means that a certain percentage of those rooms have to be booked.
Okay.
But if any attrit or fall back or people cancel their rooms, you are still responsible for those.
Ugh.
So back to the numbers of room nights and everything like that. Let's maintain that number, 450. Well, if you have to maintain 80% of that 450 room nights that you allocated, then that means you have to, and quick math,
380,
at least
390.
360,
Yeah, it's up there.
375
Yeah.
room nights have to maintain. If anything falls below that, you are responsible for the penalties.
Yeah.
Because remember, you're setting aside rooms
Sure.
that other people could have booked at a higher rate.
And they're saying they can't because they're reserved for an event
Exactly.
based off your word. Oh, God.
There was a time to where we almost had to come up with $10,000 in less than 24 hours.
Oh, God. How'd that go for you? Obviously, it prevailed and you put on the awards.
The SEAs hasn't been canceled.
Hasn't been canceled.
And
Damn.
you know, God has really had his hand intertwined in our event in
Dope.
some capacity. And, you know, we couldn't do it without him.
Yeah.
And what I will say for everyone watching this, because I believe it's when you have a platform and you can say something, and you need to be conscious of what you say.
Sure.
Back in the day, I wasn't, but as I've grown and become closer in faith, and, you know, I journal, I meditate, you know, I speak to a therapist, all those things matter when you're in this business to keep you sane, because we've seen the news.
Yeah.
We see what can happen if you're not grounded.
Absolutely.
You know, you end up in prison. You have baby oil all in your place or something like that. I don't know. But what I will say is, to anyone watching this podcast, please make sure that you maintain a level of faith and of positive direction.
I get that. That's great advice, I would think.
Yeah. And I'm not, you know, telling you who, what, but, you know, there should be some level of that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes perfect sense. I like how you say it with confidence, though. Like you're telling them like it's a necessity. It's
It
not.
is.
Yeah, it's not even
Yes.
something you would like. You're recommending it, of course, but you're also telling them that it's a necessity, and I think that's a very important thing to say.
It's what has kept us around, because there were many days and nights to where this industry can eat
Chew you up, spit you out, all
and
that.
on to the next.
Absolutely.
And you know, we're here, we're of sane mind, and we love what we do.
Have you watched your faith grow like tremendously since the beginning?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, a lot.
More recently, or
That's a great question.
right?
I think as I've allowed the space for myself, I would say more recently, yes, it's definitely grown.
Yeah.
And, you know, other people are watching,
Yeah.
you know, kids, they look at that,
Yeah.
you know. So I've always told my children, I want them to be assets to society. That's it. Just be an asset to society. You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to but just be an asset to society. And in order for them to do that, they have to see me do the same.
Well said. I tell my kids to kick ass and be polite
I love it.
all the time.
Yeah, yeah. You know, go out there and rock out.
Yeah, kick ass and be polite.
nice.
That's why I say
Yeah.
kick ass, be polite. Like I'll tell my fucking 12-year-old, 5-year-old, don't matter.
Yeah. Because there's so many people out there that aren't nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you got boys or girls?
Or polite. 2 boys, 1 girl.
I got 3 girls.
Woo!
Right? It's crazy.
Shotgun ready.
Man. One of them just turned 19.
Oh man,
Bruh. It's insane.
I know you like.
You'll probably see her at the SEA Awards one day. Hopefully you're still at the helm within the next 3 years.
Yeah, bring her this year.
Right. That could very well be a thing. But I got to get my face in place this year. I really do. But me and Chad spoke about it. I don't know if the whole squad's coming or if it should be me and Chaddy, or hell, me and Kamora may ride down there. But I got to get my face in place, 1,000,000%.
Yeah, yeah. We'd love to see you out again, man. I think you will be amazed at from the then to the now.
Yeah. Do you got anybody set up in there?
A couple. Yeah, a couple. I actually have to get down to the venue and have a conversation about that.
Yeah.
Because we would have loved to provide that opportunity last year. The space just doesn't afford for large setups. So we have to figure out this year how to make it work, because I want it to happen.
Yeah. And hate to take it back to the 6 Square Fest, but that was kind of like that was another kind of decision, because I mean, you see us, we're kind of like embedded here, you know what I mean? And we do go mobile with this thing, but it's usually in preparation, and we got a fucking totes and totes of shit that we carry around everywhere.
Anytime
and shit.
You are asking people to come set up and do what y'all do, you want to maintain the integrity of what you're presenting to your consumer.
Exactly.
And you don't want it to look like just some put together BS.
See that? You see how he answered that? That's the answer I try to give y'all, but I don't say it like that. I just be like, we can't really just unplug and come, man. But that's what I mean when I say that shit. We have literally built up a vision here that we are pretty fucking proud of. And even the times we have went mobile with it, we did it. We're so glad that we did. But that's something mentally that's always fucked with me.
And for your viewers, just put it this way. If you go to one McDonald's and a burger tastes great to you, when you go to the next McDonald's, don't you want it to taste the same?
Facts. That's so well said, bro. I should have used that. I should have used that analogy every time, because that's perfectly put right there, dude. I'm probably going to steal that one moving
forward.
The
ice cream machine to work.
Damn right you do. I don't even got them anymore. I did have a shake the other night from a fucking thing, and I could have swore, was it McDonald's? No, it wasn't McDonald's.
Hey, every year I buy those free Frosty.
Oh, from the Wendy's joint, little book thing?
The little
coin.
The little keychain.
Keychain thing. Yeah, that's right, what it is.
Right
Frosty
here.
Club.
This right here.
Attaboy. Let me see it. Let me see that thing.
Pull up.
Bro, that's crazy.
Get a free Frosty.
Hell
The small one, the little
shit.
baby one.
Little bitty motherfucker. Yeah. It's tiny. Can't beat that Frosty, though, bro.
You know, my son loves it.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah.
I ain't had a Wendy's Frosty in so long.
They're still good.
I don't doubt it.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Wendy's, you owe us a check now.
Yeah, cut the check, bro. I done got to where I cover everything now. Yeah. Not because we don't give a fuck. Like, honestly, we'll drink whatever. The labels are out. We don't give a fuck. Never have, never will. But it got to where we cover them now, because I used to put on for certain brands and to tell them to cut the check and just cut the check. Never happened. So now it's just fuck them. We don't even mention them. I'll just play it. We mention it all. We just don't give a fuck over here, bro. We've kind of just shot from the hip, man. The whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, being free.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like, it's one of the highest highs in life.
Yeah. Yeah, can't nobody tell us shit. Like, no bosses, no nothing. Like, we just kind of.
That's a great place to be.
Yeah, it's a costly place to be, but it works. Yeah. It works for us. But mental space wise, and like,
you don't owe anyone,
right?
Like, you know, with the SEAs, if we wanted to walk away tomorrow, we could, and not owe, like, financially or contractually,
which is a very admirable thing from someone that's put on an event to that magnitude, or an event that started a certain size, has grown, just shrank, grown back. You know what I mean? But over the course of 20 plus years, to put on an event to that magnitude and admittedly have zero debt towards the company, like,
and you know, it's been
bravo,
appreciate it, man. Thank you. And you know, of course, you run into people. Oh, let's invest. Let's do it.
Yeah. That's a great conversation. They're always great.
All money ain't good money.
Trust me, I know that too. But I mean, even like the story you mentioned a minute ago, where you said, you know, one time the SEAs almost got canceled down in fucking Tunica, and you know, you're looking at a $10,000 bill that you had no idea how you were going to get. Don't really want to know how you got it, but Lord looked out for you, and y'all prevailed. Awards went on. Lesson taught. Lesson learned. You know what I mean? I get it.
Never again.
Yeah, it's all about growth.
Never happened again.
Yeah,
and we learn something new every year, and we're not above learning. You got to be teachable.
Out of all the 22 of them, do you have a favorite? Do you have a year that just sticks out to you that was just like, wow?
I would say the year that Deb called and was like, hey, we're headed down from Wisconsin. I'm bringing Gucci. I want to have them perform at the show. They were in a tour bus overnight, and we had to scramble to try and make this happen.
To accommodate him, et cetera?
To accommodate him, you know, like Ryder and all that. They get there, the casino brought them through the tunnel and everything like that. That was at the Horseshoe, I believe it was. And, next thing you know, Gucci's on stage.
Shaking it at the SEA.
Walk is there. And he performed Slumber Party with Nicki.
Okay.
And that was huge.
I bet. Jesus, that's insane, man.
But all of them, every SEA has something special or memorable because, it's your baby. So it's like each year is another accomplishment, a birthday, a celebration, and all have something, unique about it. I love it, man.
Yeah, I see it though, man, and I hear it. And to have conversations like I've had with you in the past, Janiro, and then lead us here. I don't know if it's us getting older, the maturity, just so many like wrong turns down this path that turn into right turns. You know what I mean? Like I've watched you grow, man, as a company and a brand, man, for a lot of years, dude. And just to hear you come through today without like I said, I ran into you last week, but that's in the club and shit's loud and la la la. But when we sit down, bro, and just to get a glimpse of your perspective on it and to see how humble you are with it, man, and just hear how passionate you are about it, and to admittedly say that you have tons of faith in it, and like all these things are just so admirable, man, and it's refreshing to me, honestly, because I don't get a chance to do this with you often.
Yeah.
But the fact that we did it now on a platform that I've built, you know what I mean? Me and my guys have built, and
it's full circle.
It is so full circle, man.
It's beautiful, man.
It really is, dog. And that's what I literally said that word for word to Chad on the telephone today. I was like, bro, if you would have told me even 4 years ago, even knowing Janiro the way I've known him and being like a previous nominee or a previous attendant at the award shows, a recognizable face to say the least, like, even with all that shit, like I never could have thought that I'd have Janiro here talking about this. Shame on me for not even having that vision, but it's just like, I don't know. It wasn't that.
It was inevitable that
right?
we were going to get together.
I totally agree, man. And
I appreciate it. And, kudos to you for pushing through. Life happens.
Facts.
And all of us have roadblocks, obstacles, hurdles that could have stopped us from the long term that we saw. But look at us. Mm-hmm. We're here.
Yeah. Big facts.
And we persevered through all of that. And that's a testament.
Absolutely.
To strength and vision.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Same to you, my friend. Yeah. I'm excited for you, man. May, what is it? Drop the dates.
May 18th. City Winery, Atlanta, Georgia. Tickets available at citywinery.com/Atlanta. You can email us info@southernentawards.com. You can call us 615-669-0012. We're on Instagram at SEA_awards.
Facts.
Our website is southernentawards.com. If you reach out to us, we will respond back within 24 to 48 hours.
Facts.
It's one thing that that we've tried to separate ourselves.
Yeah.
Responsiveness matters.
Absolutely.
We're going to get back to you.
Yeah. Especially with that type of discussion, when you were to inquire with, I could only imagine the runaround that people would experience with like different type of events to that same scale, rather it be an award show or just like a movie premiere or just last minute questions or just like, arrival times and, scheduling times, or can we bring a bag in? Even just like generic fucking questions that aren't available through websites. The fact that they have somewhere to reach out to is great.
Or the questions of, why am I not nominated?
Yeah.
How do I, because we get the noise also. We get everything.
Of course.
And we still reply. We still have the conversation. We try to use it as a teachable moment. Hey, maybe you don't know how the process works. This is how it goes. Mm-hmm. You want to come out. I mean, it's been people in our inbox that were upset that they weren't nominated or that they didn't know about nominations going on. And again, maybe we missed it. Maybe we didn't get the word out enough. Hey, you want a ticket to come out? Let's turn that frown upside down.
Yeah, I get it. Kill them with kindness type shit.
Yeah.
I get all that, man. Well, Bob, like I said, bro, I appreciate your time, Janiro.
Thank you so much.
I don't
Thank you.
know how familiar you are individually with the show, bro, but I tell each and every one of my guests, bro, once you get that chair, anytime you got some shit to say, bro, pull back up. I mean, you got my number. You've had it for a number of years. And it ain't never changed, facts. But just a million times I mean it, bro. Anytime y'all want to promote or pull up, I need Infamous here, too. Pull up. We'll do it again, bro. Maybe a recap after the awards or something. We'll sit down and go over that. And maybe announce next year's show, however you want to do it.
Yeah, let's do that. And, you and I will chat offline and everything about what this year can look like and if we can get you set up down there and everything like that.
My guy, I appreciate you. Janiro from SEA Awards. Y'all seen it, man. Y'all be sure to tap the fuck in. We'll make sure all the contact information is listed below that you mentioned.
Yeah.
So tap one of them links down low, man. Tap in with my guy. Otherwise, we'll see y'all in Atlanta in May. Southern Entertainment Awards. Shout out to Janiro, man.
Some shit to say.
Absolutely. It's IGSSTS.com, ChadOrangeTV.com. We out of here.
Peace.
Bitch, we got views.